This is not the way I thought it would start. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another vlog. It's your boy Garrix. This is not the way I thought my first fight camp would start. Right now, I'm partaking in a fight scheduled for March 22nd here in Winnipeg. Now, nothing's 100% for sure yet, so I don't want to run my mouth too much because these things are very unorganized, we'll say. So when there's a date set, you may get an opponent, you may not. There's so much to it that could fall through that I don't want to run my mouth too much yet, but I am training for it. Typically, I would like to have a 12-week camp or push to a 10-week camp, so not too bad. But the thing that kind of makes me nervous about that is I have never stepped into the ring as an amateur yet, and some of these people may have been training for 5 years before they stepped in the ring. I'm on and off with my training, so I'm constantly training for something, but it's usually the gym. I'm usually weight training and stuff. I have to stay strong, stay physically fit. But boxing as a whole, they're beast. So to be training for that again in an actual camp now is a little bit different. Whereas before I would go one-on-one, do some bag work, do some sparring, nothing too intense. But now that it's for a fight, it's amped up a little bit. And with that being said, I get hurt the very first day of my training camp. Fuck. Don't really know what to do. But right now we're taking a rest day because I was supposed to go to boxing, but I can't obviously punch much with this. So I was also going to go to the gym and do some running, do some cardio, do some footwork, do some core. But I was doing some research, and apparently the best thing to do for this right now is to rest it and not elevate my heart rate, not get the blood pumping, because this will cause this to swell more, which causes me a whole lot more pain, and it can make the injury last a little longer. So we're trying to just heal, we're trying to recover. So today, we're going to take it easy. We did go to work today, so we'll see how that goes. But we're monitoring it, we're seeing how she goes, and as for now, we're going to take it easy. However, regardless of how I feel tomorrow, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to do something. I'm going to either do some cardio, I'm going to do some footwork, I'm going to do some core, something, because these 10 weeks are going to move fast. And if I'm not ready for that fight, it's all on me. One of the main reasons why I even want to do a fight, especially at 32 years old, is because it's been on my bucket list since I've been a kid. I did boxing for a couple months when I was really young, and I fucking loved it. But I always looked at fighting as a negative thing. I never looked as a fun positive. I always thought oh, you only use this skill if you need to. If someone's trying to hurt me, if someone's trying to hurt my family, then you have these skills in your back pocket to defend yourself. That's what I was looking at it more of, through that kind of lens. Where now is I've grown older and I see the competitive nature in it, and I see the fighting side from a sport aspect rather than just self-defense. It's kind of made it exciting for me, where I really want to try it, I really want to go to it. And ever since I started getting back into it a little bit more and more, the hunger's just grown and grown and grown and grown. So I feel very excited about the opportunity. I feel very excited about my chances, because when it comes to boxing, I feel that yes, you can be trained very well. Yes, you can have better skill than someone, but at the end of the day, especially an amateur, if you're more aggressive, if you're attacking more and you're throwing some punches, even if the fight is fairly even, so two amateurs kind of go and give a few shots, but if you're more aggressive and you're just going harder and you're not giving up, you get more points. So if I'm just attacking a bit more, if my endurance is a little bit better, if my conditioning takes me a little bit further and I can go a little bit harder, that's going to push the needle into my favor a little bit more, even if we're kind of going back and forth with the hands. So it gives me that competitive edge, knowing that as long as I train really hard and as long as I go balls to the wall, I have a really good shot. And that makes me confident in my approach and in my training. But the thing that kind of does intimidate me a little bit, if I'm being brutally honest, is the fact that some of these people can have 5 years of training before they've stepped into the ring their first time. I'm going to be doing it on and off throughout my life, and then having a 10-week camp and getting ready. And I'm not going to flex, guys. I'm not some supreme boxer. I'm okay. I was sparring the other day and I was getting worked. It's been a while, the rust was coming off, but I was getting worked, so we got some things to work on. During the 10-week camp, my goal is to go from where I am now. So I've got a pretty good physique. I'm overall relatively in great shape. I'm in great size. My conditioning is decent. I just want to take it to that extreme. So I want to really dial down on my cardio, which means I'll be doing a lot more jogging on the treadmill for, a couple miles, a couple kilometers every training session. I'll be adding in more skipping rope. I'll be adding more abs and things like that to my weight training, and then I'll also be doing boxing 2 to 3 times a week at the gym with the guys, all in the gym, sparring, prepping, training, doing all that kind of stuff, but tailored to boxing. So not only will I be in the gym, I'll be also there, and I'll be kind of dialing it all in. And the reason why this training style will work for me is because I've been based through sports my entire life, so I don't really need to build that sport background as much as say other people. The thing I need most is the technical skill of boxing and defense, and then my conditioning. And my conditioning is pretty good, so as long as I amp it up to an extreme and hone in those few things, I feel we'll be in a great position to completely annihilate the competition when it comes to fight night.
One of the most challenging things about this is thinking that I'm losing my edge, is thinking that I'm losing time, valuable time, that I could be spending training dealing with this. And as this fight gets closer, I'm afraid that I might not be able to do the fight, that I might have to push myself back to another date, which ain't the end of the world, but it does fucking suck.
And honestly, right now we don't even know if it's broken, fractured, torn ligament, sprained, just really fucked up. Who knows? Who knows how long it's gonna take to heal? And the uncertainty of that is kind of getting to me, because I wish I just knew what the timeline was and we could act accordingly. But you know your boy doesn't sleep on that. So I already printed out a plan. I already had AI's help create me a plan so I can work with this, still get better at boxing, still get ready for my fight, all while recovering. But honestly, at the end of the day, these kind of things are just a part of combat sports, a part of any sport. Injuries are inevitable, and I'm just grateful that it's not any worse. And honestly, despite an injury like this, I've still not lost motivation. I've still not lost hope. We can still do this. It's just going to take a little bit of adjusting on the game plan, and we should be good. And the thing is, I don't have the grip to open up these fucking bags. Get my ice in. Never buy ice trays from the dollar store. Look at that. Cracked already, if you can see that. Right in here. Like totally fucking just, I can stick my fingers right through. Right through. 1 cube. 2 cube. Sitting here with the ice on my thumb, trying to get the swelling to go down a little bit, working it from both sides, all angles, because it's swelling all around. So we're just trying to get it from all angles. But in the meantime, we've done an amazing job at coming up with a blueprint on exactly how we are going to handle this, exactly how we're going to overcome it, and how exactly we plan on moving forward and still be on track for my first amateur fight. It'll be a lot of work, but I'm excited for it. It'll be a lot of grind, determination, and it'll be a lot of effort needed, because this ain't gonna be easy. This ain't gonna be easy by no means. But I definitely feel like it's something I want to do. I feel like it's something I need to do. And I feel like it's something I'm being called to do. So for the rest of the night, I'm icing my thumb, editing the rest of my vlog that's coming out tomorrow, and then unwinding with the wifey on the couch, where I most likely will pass out till she goes to bed and I go to bed with her. But she wakes me up and then I go to bed. So until then, I'm gonna sit down, get into this work, because there's no rest for the wicked. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Let's go. Would you look at that? It is official. I have made 50 cents in crypto. So I'm going to be opening up a mastermind. We're going to be having a collective group where I'm going to be hosting a lot of seminars, teaching you guys about cold plunges and entrepreneurship and how to build wealth yourself, because as you can tell, I am a mogul. What is up, y'all? We're at the gym right now. It is fucking cold as shit right now. It is cold as shit. My truck says minus 25, but with the wind chill, it's more like minus 38. So there's high winds, very cold. Look at the wind right here. Look at the wind. See those flags? Wind's pretty strong. We're at Fit for Less. Wanted to address a couple things, so let's get in focus here. So my hand, my thumb, very sore still, And this was on Tuesday of last week that it happened. We are now on Saturday. So it's been a couple days. It's improved. It looks like the swelling's going down. Not on the knuckle though. The knuckle's still big, but everywhere else, as long as I rest it, looks like it doesn't get as swollen. So I'm not sure if the spot itself is healing or if it's just not swelling up as much because of the fact that, you know, I'm resting it and not using it as much. Either way, we're here at the gym. We took a couple days off to try and rest this and make it feel better. We actually came the very next day and did legs, but legs doesn't work hand, right? But we're gonna come, we're gonna do some cardio, we're gonna get ready for this fight, because if I do wanna do this, it's in like 9 weeks. So we gotta hustle, we gotta get this shit prepared, because guys, it's coming up fucking quick. And I do not wanna be underprepared. So I don't know what the deadline of commitment is. I don't know if I gotta let them know like now and then once I'm on, I'm on. We just discussed it, so it's nothing set in stone as far as I know. I don't want to get to like 2 weeks out and then back out of the fight though. That's the thing. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't want to do that to my opponent. I don't want to do that to the whole situation. So with that being said, I want to train and see if I'm ready. Like now's the time to kind of decide if I'm going to be following through with this 100%. And it depends on this, because if I can't properly train, I don't want to go into this fight not properly ready. And that's the thing, right? So we're here, we're doing the damn thing, but I do want to show you this. Our new fucking boxing boot. Oh, they're tied together. Look at that. We just got our new boxing boot. Fucking dope. Hell yeah. The only shitty thing is it doesn't look really wide, boxing shoes, and I have wide feet. So I'm gonna see how those work. I'm gonna see how they do for me. But that's awesome. I'm super stoked on that. But yeah, that's the update for now. We'll see how this workout goes, and yeah. If not, if anything, I'll still do cardio. All right, so let's get it. So looking at my workout for the day, I've got a full body push, and that includes military press, landmine presses, pack deck, a whole bunch of things that are gonna require my thumb to grip the bar. I think today's cardio only. What is up? Welcome, it's a new day. Update, thumb is still freaking sore. Now, it's only really swollen right around the knuckle still, unless I use it intensely. So I was outside shoveling and it did swell up most of the thumb. So I went and iced it. Now we're fairly good, back to normal for the most part, except that knuckle. So it's been Tuesday, will be a week. If it lasts that long, I'm probably gonna go get it looked at by someone. I don't like going to the doctors and shit. I do not like it. I can't even remember the last time I was at a doctor's. But I think because I've lost mobility and there's obviously pain in it, I should be going to get checked out. With that being said, it is Sunday. Getting some stuff done around the house. We're going grocery shopping right now. We also talked to mom for a whole hour on FaceTime. It's awesome. We do this every once in a while, pretty frequently. I'd say maybe once, twice, 3 times a month, depending on the month. We'll talk on the phone for about an hour, just FaceTime, shoot the shit, talk about literally anything, and I fucking love it, because there was a time in my life where I thought I was gonna lose my mother. I have told this on my channel before, but my mother did have cancer before, fuck cancer, but we got rid of it. But it was a very rough time for, I'm sure, my entire family, but from my experience, thinking I was gonna lose my mother was so terrifying, and I'm pretty close to my mom, and thinking that everything she's been through to take care of me in my entire life, make sure I was safe, it just felt like I was losing someone super close to me, obviously as anyone with their mother, but it just really sucked. When they got rid of it, and then, it's been a couple of years, and she actually doesn't need to go do all the invasive tests anymore, because it's been so many years, it just makes me feel good that I can still have my mother's name pop up on my phone and talk to her for an hour about literally anything. Like, my mother is the best, and I'm just very fortunate about that. So it warms my heart that I got to do that today. And last night I got to talk to my grandmother for an hour, so things are great. Things are fucking great when you can do that.
More stainless student shooters from the church at Columbine. Hurry up and wait, we in a rush to go nowhere. Soundly swear and soak the sponge on my electric chair.